All right, so many of you have been asking for this one, and we are finally diving into the Nissan Ariya. This electric SUV is making waves, and you want to know if it lives up to the hype. Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah, I think the phrase lives up to the hype is really interesting here. The Ariya is more than just another EV. It's really Nissan trying to reimagine what an electric vehicle can be.
Okay, I'm listening. Let's start with the design. The stuff we've been reading calls it timeless Japanese futurism. That sounds pretty high concept. What does that actually look like on the Ariya?
Well, it's not just marketing speak. I mean, think about the simplicity of traditional Japanese design, right? Those clean lines. But now add in some futuristic elements, like that shield grille on the front. Pretty striking, don't you think?
Oh yeah, it definitely grabs your attention.
Yeah.
Is there more to that shield than just looks?
Oh, absolutely. So it actually integrates a bunch of sensors that the car uses for its driver assistance systems. A really good example of how Nissan is trying to blend form and function in the Ariya.
I like that. Little details that have a purpose.
Hmm.
So what about the story inside? What's the Aria's interior like?
Think open and tranquil. I mean, you step inside and it feels expansive, almost like Zen-like. Yeah. That wave-like dual-screen display stretches across the dash, and it all just feels, very calm and uncluttered.
So it's not all about sharp angles and tech overload.
Not at all. I mean, the tech is definitely there, but it's integrated in a way that feels really intuitive. Minimalist design, but maximum functionality.
Interesting approach. But let's be honest, we all want to know what this thing can do. What's hiding under the hood?
Well, get ready for some choices. Nissan is giving you options. The front-wheel drive version has a respectable 242 horsepower.
Okay, not bad. But what if you want more?
If you're looking for more excitement, the all-wheel drive model jumps up to 306 horsepower. And the torque, wow, 600 Nm. That means 0 to 100 kilometers in just 5.7 seconds.
Yeah, that's moving. But I've heard whispers about an even more powerful version, the Nismo. What's the scoop on that?
Ah, yes, the Nismo. Rumor has it that it's packing 435 horsepower with that same 600 Nm of torque. Nissan's playing it a little close to the vest on this one, but they're definitely going for performance here.
My inner speed demon is definitely paying attention.
Yeah.
But back to reality for a second. Range is a big deal for EVs. What can we expect from the Ariya?
Yeah, range anxiety is a real thing. But Nissan seems to have tackled it head on. The Ariya can get over 500 kilometers on a single charge. I mean, think about it. You could drive from London to Edinburgh without stopping to charge.
Okay, color me impressed. But range is just one piece of the puzzle. What about efficiency? How many kilometers per kilowatt hour are we getting?
Well, that's where things get really interesting. Efficiency is kind of at the heart of the Ariya's design. We're looking at a consumption rate about 18.1 kilowatt hour, 100 kilometers for the 87 kilowatt hour all battery. So you're getting a lot of distance out of each kilowatt hour, which is key for maximizing your range and minimizing time spent charging.
It's not just about a big battery. It's about using the energy wisely.
Okay, let's talk tech. What kind of futuristic features are we playing with in the Ariya?
Oh, well, there's a lot to talk about. Nissan packed a lot into this one. I mean, there's ProPILOT, their advanced driver assistance system.
ProPILOT, yeah, we keep hearing about that. Break it down for me. What exactly can it do?
Imagine you're cruising on the highway, and essentially the car is doing the driving. ProPILOT helps with steering, acceleration, braking, keeps you centered in your lane and at a safe distance from other vehicles. The idea is to reduce fatigue and enhance safety, especially on long drives. Yeah, it pretty much takes the stress out of those long highway drives. But ProPILOT isn't the only cool thing in the Ariya. There's also E4RCE, and that's kind of a game changer.
E4 or CE. Okay, I'm curious. How's that different from a normal all-wheel drive system? Well, it's not just about getting power to all four wheels. E4 or RCE is really intelligent. It analyzes the road conditions and adjusts how much power goes to each wheel. And we're talking milliseconds here. So you get amazing stability and grip, even on slippery surfaces.
So like a supercomputer managing your traction in real time. Pretty wild. All right, what other tech goodies are we looking at?
Oh, there's vehicle to home and vehicle to grid, both part of Nissan Energy.
Hold up, vehicle to what now? Can you explain that?
Okay, so basically you can use the Ariya's battery to power your house or even send energy back to the grid. Imagine if there's a blackout, you can use your car to run your house. Or if there's peak demand, you could sell energy back to the grid.
Wow, that's next level stuff.
Mhm.
So it's not just an EV, it's a mobile power station. All right, but what about safety? Does the Ariya deliver there?
Oh, absolutely. Nissan definitely made safety a priority. The Ariya has, a bunch of advanced safety features, like the intelligent around view monitor gives you a full 360-degree view of everything around the car.
That sounds super helpful, especially in like tight parking spots or just, navigating busy streets. What else is there for safety?
Oh, well, there's intelligent emergency braking. It uses sensors to detect if you might hit something, a pedestrian or another car, and it can actually hit the brakes for you. Helps prevent or at least, minimize an accident.
So the Aria is smart, safe, powerful, efficient. Seems like it ticks all the boxes. But let's talk money. What's the damage?
Right, down to the nitty-gritty. The base price for the 87 kilowatt Evolve model is about 57,350 otters.
That's a starting point, but I know there are options to trick out the Aria. What kind of packages can you get?
Yeah, Nissan offers a few different packages so you can, really personalize the car. For people in, colder climates, there's the cold pack. It adds heated seats and a heated steering wheel.
Oh, can't live without heated seats. What other packages are there?
There's the design pack. If you want a little more luxury, it adds Napa leather seats and a panoramic sunroof.
Okay, now we're talking. Napa leather and a sunroof. That's fancy.
Yeah.
Anything for tech lovers.
Of course. They have the tech pack. That's for people who want all the bells and whistles. So you get a head-up display, so it projects speed and stuff onto the windshield. And you get an upgraded ProPILOT system that has even more features.
A lot of ways to make the Aria your own. But with all these choices, do you think people might get a little overwhelmed?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's important to do your research, figure out what features are really important to you, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Solid advice. It sounds like the Aria has a lot going for it. The futuristic design, the performance, all that tech, the sustainability angle. But, one thing that really stood out to me in the materials was how much they talked about the quiet cabin.
Yeah, that is interesting. They're definitely emphasizing, a smooth, quiet ride.
Exactly. It's not just about, raw power and speed. Yeah. It's about the whole experience. Nissan is trying to create a kind of sanctuary on wheels with the Aria, a place where you can get away from all the noise and chaos outside.
Like a mobile meditation studio.
Huh. I like that. A mobile meditation studio with a sporty side. But it also made me think, does that focus on quiet? That trying to block out the outside world, does that maybe also lead to, a feeling of isolation?
That's a good question. Does all that focus on individual comfort, that serenity, does it maybe mean we're losing a sense of connection with the world around us?
Right. That's something we should think about, especially as EVs like the Aria become more common. But let's not get too deep here. We've covered a lot today. The design, performance, technology, sustainability, even some philosophical stuff about the future of driving.
It has been a fascinating deep dive. It's always great to explore these topics.
Absolutely. We've gone from 0 to 60 and beyond. But before we wrap up, anything else about the Aria that really jumps out at you? Anything that surprised you or made you curious?
One thing that really impressed me was how much they focused on sustainability. I mean, even in the manufacturing process, Nissan is really trying to go beyond just making an electric car. They want the whole process to be as environmentally friendly as possible.
That's a really important point. It's not just about the car itself. It's about, the whole ecosystem around it, making choices that are good for both people and the planet. So after this deep dive into the Nissan Ariya, what are your final thoughts? Does this EV live up to the hype?
I think it's more than just hype. The Ariya is a big step forward, for EV technology and design. It's a statement about the future of driving, not just a car.
A statement about where we're going and how we're getting there. I think that's a great thought to leave our listeners with. Would the Nissan Ariya fit into your ideal future? That's something to think about.
It is, and I hope this deep dive gave you all the information you need to answer that question.
We've covered so much ground today. Design, performance, technology, sustainability, even got a little philosophical.
It's been a great journey.
And there you have it, folks, our deep dive into the Nissan Ariya. But the conversation doesn't have to end here. Leave us your thoughts and questions in the comments.
We love hearing from you and keeping the discussion going.
And if you're ready for more deep dives into all sorts of fascinating topics, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We've got a whole world of knowledge to explore together. Until next time, stay curious and keep those wheels turning.
Yeah, it's about making choices that, help everyone, not just ourselves. So after all this, after diving deep into the Nissan Ariya, where do you land? Does it live up to all the hype?
I think it's honestly more than hype. The Ariya really feels like a big step forward for EVs, for the technology and the design. It's like it's making a statement about the future, not just a car, Yeah, a statement about where we're going and the decisions we make along the way. I think that's a great thought to leave our listeners with? Would the Nissan Ariya be part of your ideal future? That's something to think about.
It is. And I hope this deep dive gave everyone enough information to figure that out for themselves.
Well, we covered a ton today. Design, performance, tech, all that sustainability stuff. We even got a little philosophical there.
Haha. Yeah, it's been a really fascinating journey.
And that's it for today, everyone. Our deep dive into the Nissan Ariya is coming to an end. But hey, the conversation doesn't have to stop here. Let us know what you think, what questions you have down in the comments.
We always love hearing from you guys, so yeah, keep the discussion going.
And if you're ready for more deep dives, we've got tons of other interesting topics coming up. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. We've got a whole world of knowledge to explore together. Until next time, stay curious and keep those wheels turning.